So, what did you just say? That was a poor intro sound. What is up, you guys? It is your boy, Brenton Biggs here, and welcome to another video. I just wanted to make that intro sound for fun. Brenton, but, it is your boy, Brenton. You can see I'm wearing a Packers shirt, and actually, it's funny because I'm about to be talking about the Packers. Brenton, but, anyway. Yeah, Brenton's, so the Packers can't still make it to the playoffs. Now, I want to explain why. Because, you're like, oh, wait, what? The Packers, they're trash. They're garbage. They suck. They suck so bad. Jordan Love sucks. Matt LaFleur sucks. Everything about the team sucks. Yeah. I feel like that's a basic Packers fan would feel like. But let me just explain real quick that there is still, a tiny bit of optimism still left in the tank. Let me explain. So their schedule is actually very easy after the Chiefs game. So after the Chiefs game, which you would have the Chargers and then the Chiefs, you would have the Giants, the Buccaneers, the Vikings, and the Bears. And then obviously the Chargers and Chiefs. Those are your next 6 games. Let me just say that. So let's say, for example, an accurate prediction, you say they would be 3 wins or something. I don't know. Right? Wait, what week is this again? Oh, I think there's 8 games. I'm just forgetting some games for something. But you get the point. Oh, yeah, because the Lions game, yeah. So there's that. Is there anything else that I'm missing, though? I don't think so. Right? Because then you got... So, hold on a minute, guys. Chargers, Lions, Chiefs. Then is it the 4 next games, then? I guess so, right? Isn't it? Week 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. No, I'm missing one. But you get the point. But is this a... I feel like it's some team. I don't know. I know it's a bad team. Oh, yeah, it's the Panthers, yeah. So you have the 3 not such great stretch where you have like I said, you have, very bad teams. Against very good teams, I meant. The Chargers, the Lions, and the Chiefs. But the thing is, the Chargers game is actually kind of winnable. Let me just personally explain. So, Brandon Staley, number 1, is not a good head coach. That's number 1. Number 2, this team can honestly really just compete against these mediocre teams. I mean, again, like I said, outside of the Lions-Chiefs game, you have a very easy path ahead of you, except, like I said, the Chargers and Vikings game, but I'll explain that later. These are your matchups. I think you have the Giants, Buccaneers, Panthers, Bears. Very easy bowl games, right? Well, I guess except the Buccaneers, but you get the point. These are very bad, except the Buccaneers, teams. So, why are you saying this team still makes it to the playoffs when they're probably going to just be 7-10? Now, here's the thing. If they beat the Vikings and the Chargers, or lose one of those games and then beat the Lions or Chiefs, which I don't think that's going to happen, you actually will be 9-8. Think about that for a moment. You'll be 9-8. Close to a playoff picture. Alright? Now, obviously, you're going to need some shenanigans to happen, obviously. Like a ton of teams lose and stuff. But the funny enough part about it is that I got this team going to the 6th. Not even the 7th seed. The 6th seed. In front of the Cowboys. Yeah, I don't know why, but I think my predictions just deliberately said that, yeah, this team's going to collapse. So yeah, I don't know why, but yeah, but you get the point. The Packers have been such an interesting team so far again this year. Coaching has been a problem. Everything has been a problem. But the thing is that these past two games actually have seen what this team could be. Yeah, I understand the Rams game, you're going to get a freaking backup that's not even on the team anymore, but you gotta take something in. Also, it was 20-3, so yeah, that's self-explanatory. Then the Pittsburgh, our offense actually was decent that week. I mean, yeah, there were some costly mistakes, but again, that wasn't really Jordan Love's fault for once. Like, it's kind of just, kind of the coaching, and then obviously Christian Watson not catching that touchdown, and yeah. And obviously, I can also go on and on about why that freaking lateral call could have been called for a touchdown. We could have won that game. Get the point. This team had a couple of mistakes, one of them not even being their own doing, refs. But if that didn't happen, they actually would have won that game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, by the way, who have a Hall of Fame head coach, an amazing defense. By the way, that we only allowed one sack. And the offense is actually kind of decent. Obviously, it's just like there's like these problems, like the run defense, and then also Jordan Love, and then the coaching. You have all these interesting things happening. But this team still has a realistic playoff picture. Obviously, is it like likely that they're going to make it? I don't think so. Because again, you have to beat the Chargers, the Vikings, and then you also have to beat all those four mediocre teams. Like all those teams, like every game except the Lions, the Chiefs, the Chargers, Buccaneers, and Vikings are very winnable. But those 5 games are very unwinnable. So that's the problem with this team. It's like they actually have to go against good teams and win against them. But there's been progress. And obviously the Chargers defense has been absolutely terrible. So the fact that we're going against a bad defensive team, that is very good for our offense. Because our offense played honestly not that bad against the Pittsburgh defense. Is it that? Yeah, I know it sounds weird, but they actually played good against the Chargers, against the Steelers defense, which again, they only allowed 1 sack. And then, yeah, our defense, it wasn't going that well against the run. But here's the thing. We're going against Austin Eckler, which, yes, he's an amazing running back, but he's more of a receiving back than he is actually as a running back. So that's actually a good thing, because now we're going against a team that doesn't really use a running back as a running back. They use him as a receiving back, which, again, we're actually good at pass defense. Obviously, there is one thing I think I do have concerns with this game, and that is the factor of, actually getting to the quarterback, because we did not get after the quarterback that much against Pittsburgh, so that's self-explanatory. And then you also have the week 17, I think 17 or 16, one of those 2 weeks, against the Vikings. Here's the thing. We will probably, honestly, in my opinion at this point, actually become like an team for once. And Jordan Love actually might show that he actually is a good quarterback. So in my opinion, he is. So, I think he is. It's just his coaching has been a bit of an issue. So you get the point. This team, and then you have Lions Chiefs game where you start to learn things. Then you're actually going against bad teams. You should win against them, and then you should probably beat the Vikings. And then you got 2 other mediocre games, and then you win. And obviously, again, you also have to beat the Buccaneers. But Buccaneers, their offense has been weird, and also same thing with the defense. It's they either play very well or very bad. Both of their sides of the ball. So very weird. While our offense is and defense have been a bit consistent at what they've been, so I guess that could be a reason why we could win. And then you got the Vikings, which are also very interesting. Yeah, I know we lost against them 24-10, and this was without Justin Jefferson, but they had Kirk Cousins somewhat during that game. Well, most of that game, I'm pretty sure. Obviously, I'm not saying that Josh Jacobs is worse than Kirk Cousins. I honestly don't know if that's even true or not. But you never know in this league. And, they could win. And also, they're also known for actually losing against the Vikings first and then win. But again, this is when they had Aaron Rodgers, so it's a different story. But you get the point. So, yeah, okay, that sounds great. Well, we might actually make it to the playoffs. Well, not necessarily. You see, there have to be a lot of things that go wrong with a lot of teams. Specifically with the Falcons, the Falcons, the Buccaneers, the obviously the Vikings as well, but yeah, you got like a lot of teams that need to like go wrong, obviously. Well, actually maybe not a lot. It's probably just like 3, 4 teams, but that's about it. So you kind of have to hope that they start to suck, which I do think they probably will with their upcoming schedules. So I'm just gonna say that out loud. But this is obviously again a team that is honestly not that bad. Like I think talented wise, there are just like these holes in these. Well, mainly in the offense that there are, and then outside of that, I think they're fine. Obviously, their defense there are some holes. Like I think maybe corner depth could be useful, and interior D line could also be useful, or maybe a linebacker. But outside of that, and obviously O line and maybe a true WR1, this is actually a very talented team. Obviously, again, Jordan Love is a question mark at this point, which is why I'm not including quarterback. So if they actually evaluate this team and then Christian Watson could go off like he did last year, and Ronnie Dodds can just be a good WR2, and Jair could stay healthy, and Keyshawn Nixon can play out his mind, and also Corey Valentine, and also this pass rush, this actually could be a good team, and people could get intimidated about this team next year, and that's my opinion. But obviously, again, it's okay if this team doesn't make it to the playoffs. We still have, again, first round pick, which might be a top 10 pick if we're thinking about it. Then we got 2 second round picks because of the Aaron Rodgers trade, which I think is going to be second round picks. I don't know. But that is not that bad. So I'll honestly take this. So, yeah. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, this is just my opinion, but as always, Martin Biggers.